What's up, guys? Welcome to Knockers on the Bottom. I'm your host, Jay Miller if you like. So let's get into it. So before we start today, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, so you know when I'm coming on. We're up to 54 subscribers now. Once we get to 100, we'll do another giveaway. The first one went well, so we'll do it again. It'll either be an Amazon gift card or a Visa gift card, but somebody will get something nice. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so we can get to giving away some more cool stuff. All right, so let's get into it. So we've got, I've covered the Cowboys coaching hires pretty extensively here. So I think for now I want to take a little bit of a break from that and get into what we all want to see. So I kind of want to take a look at the first 3 rounds of the draft and kind of see what it'll look like for the Dallas Cowboys. This is the first in many mock drafts that we'll do, but this is the first one here. So let's get into it. So today I wanted to kind of take a look at the top 3 rounds. So I got a draft simulator here. I did put in trades as well, but I think I'm going to try to stay away from that today. We're going to kind of try to pick pretty clean here and see how we can make the Dallas Cowboys better. So let's take a look and see what players fall to us here in the first round. All right. So as we see right now, the Buffalo Bills have traded us their first round pick, right? And it looks like their second round pick as well, in order to try to move up to number 12 and get somebody that they like. So I'm going to reject this for this purpose. Like I said, no trades today, but we will do others where we look at trades. So it looks like right now on our board, I mean, I know everybody's upset, about Michigan defensive tackles, but I mean, we've got Mason Graham right there. We've got Will Campbell there, who can also slide to guard. As you can see, Ashton Jeanty is gone. So if you're one of the people who are like, man, I really want the Cowboys to take, Ashton Jeanty if he falls, in this scenario, Ashton Jeanty didn't fall, right? He went earlier than the Cowboys pick. So out of these, if you're just staying true to your board, especially if you let someone like Osa Digizua go, I think Mason Graham is just screaming at me here. I know it's a Michigan defensive lineman. We have Chaco Charlton on the mind. We have Mozzie Smith, even though he played a lot better at the end of this season, on the mind. But for this purposes, I'm going to draft Mason Graham here with the Cowboys pick at number 12, and I think they would be running to turn in this card. So let's go. Now, we're going to see where that leaves us in the second round here, because a lot of these players are going to go, and the Cowboys are going to be sitting here, wow. I don't know if this is going to happen again. But and I hope the next time we do it, we get hit with some of these really good trade offers, because right now, as you can see, like the trade that we were getting offered was a lot of picks for that second round pick. But like I said, for these purposes, that was 4 picks from the Chargers, including being able to pick up a 4th rounder, an extra 5th rounder, an extra 3rd rounder, for them to be able to come in and pick at 44. But we want to pick pretty clean. And pretty straightforward here. So at this point, Jahai Campbell, I haven't got to watch a lot of him yet. Cameron Williams, I haven't got to watch a little bit of him yet. So let's start tinkering with it and see what we have here on the board. So Harmon is going to be more interior, just like Mason Graham. Since we addressed that, it'll be pretty much not smart to go do that again. And for the Cowboys' purposes, they're going to be hunting a running back in the first 3 rounds. But see, if you look here, there's so many running backs that I have a feeling one of them will make it to us in the 3rd round. All right? If you're looking at edge, right, Landon Jackson's good. Tuimalu is pretty good as well. So it's a really tough situation. There's not many linebackers, even though we're definitely going to need that in this draft, right? I mean, Jahai Campbell is a really good player. Probably more bordering on the edge than just a straight up linebacker. And we already took a defensive guy in the first round. So if we're looking at it, I mean, if we're trying to stay true to our board, I say we have to go with someone like Campbell here. Especially being that we took Mason Graham. Maybe if I knew Harmon was going to slide all the way to the Cowboys at 44, maybe I don't take Mason Graham, but I had no idea that this was going to happen. So I'm going to go with Jihad Campbell here. It addresses something that the Cowboys are lacking with being able to miss DeMarvion Overshown this whole season pretty much until the end. And then you're going to take a look and you're going to say also, not only that, they're going to be losing the linebacker that they picked up in free agency this year. Signed him to a 1-year, $7 million deal. Eric Kendricks. They're going to be losing him. So if you're looking to just add someone at the position, even though, like I said, I think Jihad Campbell actually has some edge versatility. So it's going to be a little bit interesting to see what the Cowboys do if the board falls that way. So in the third round here, now this is where it gets interesting. So you have a couple of different things here. You have Xavier Watts, safety out of Notre Dame, and the Cowboys are kind of old at safety at this point, and they don't seem too interested in playing Wanye Thomas and Malik Hooker, not Malik Hooker, because Malik Hooker is one of the older guys. Marquise Bell is coming off a pretty heavy injury season, so safety definitely could be a place that the Cowboys would want to go. You also have a couple of defensive players here, but the one that's screaming at me right now is Travion Henderson. He's got the speed, he's got the home run hitting ability, and I really do think that the Cowboys need a running back in these first 3 rounds. So I'm going to go ahead and draft Travion Henderson. So this particular set of mock draft, boom, let's see what they give us. So they're giving us a pretty darn good rating here, right? We got an A on this pick, an A on this pick, and an A+ on this pick. So according to the draft pundits, this would be an ideal first 3 picks for the Dallas Cowboys. They come out with their running back who's a home run threat. They come out with their interior defensive lineman to kind of help in the run game, but he's also got some twitch to help with the pass rush. You got a playmaking linebacker. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about this, guys. I know we didn't get a wide receiver, which, later on in some mock drafts, that's why I want to kind of do the trades to see what we end up picking up, because maybe I would be interested in picking up a wide receiver if we get some of those other trades. But Travion Henderson, I think targeting him in the 3rd round is basically a win. And I think Mason Graham is a big win for the Cowboys if he were to fall to 12. The only one I'm kind of iffy on is Jihad Campbell, even though they gave us an A+ grade here. When we get to the combine and we're able to test some of these speeds, because I think a lot of the running back class is going to be dependent on how these guys legit run, right? And running back run. But I'm talking about 40 time, right? Because if Travion Henderson goes out there, in the combine and he runs in the 4.5s, I don't know. I mean, that's sort of home run hitting ability, but not really with the NFL these days. Now, if he goes and runs in the low 4.4s, then we're talking something, or in the high 4.3s, now we're like, hey, this guy has a chance to be something special. But then again, that might raise his draft stock to being more of a 2nd round pick as opposed to a 3rd round pick, like he was in this particular scenario. But that's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can follow me on Twitter at JMillerIYL. That's JMiller if you like. You can also hit me up at knockersonthebottom@outlook.com. Again, knockersonthebottom@outlook.com. You can hit me up knockersonthebottom@gmail.com. Leave any questions, comments below, anything specific that you want me to cover. I'll take them here. I'll take them via email. I'll take them via Twitter. Roll it into a mailbag, make it a formal segment. Like I said, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. We're at 54 subscribers, trying to get to 100 so that we can do another giveaway. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm your host, J-Mill if you like. Until next time, this has been Knockers on the Bottom. Peace.